Translate it. Now, what does it say? Look at it carefully and tell me what it says. Okay, write it down so that I know you didn't just get it off of me. Alright, it says Cryllic Lesson 12. Ta-da! When I use Cryllic, I never use numbers. I only use Roman numerals. You don't have to. I'm just saying that's how I do it. You know, whatever. Feel free to do however you want. This one, I'm just going to be writing a bunch of stuff or having you write a bunch of stuff, and you can see how you're doing. It'll just be really easy. Alright. Let's see. What's something... Here. I will write a word, and you will translate it for me. Alright. You ready? So what you may want to take advantage of this time to do is maybe get yourself out a piece of paper if you don't already have one out. And, alright, you have your piece of paper out? What I want you to do, no, I'll write another something on here just for the fun of it. Because Jill will understand these. The rest of you will be like, okay, I don't quite get it, but... Oh, Jill, you're gonna want to kill me. Okay. You ready? Have your piece of paper? Have your pencil ready? I know you've been ready for a little while. Alright. Translate it. What does it say? I'll give you a little bit here, where I'm just sort of filling in idle chitter-chatter. And then you can... Got it down? Got the translation? I'll give you a second more. Okay. What it says is toothbrush and mouthwash. It's the code. Jill understands this. The rest of you don't. And that's okay. Alright, now I'm going to tell you something, and you're going to write it down in cursive Cyrillic. Cryllic, sorry. Here's the thing. This is not what you're going to write down. Basically, everywhere in the world but America, people use cursive to write. Well, at least so I've been told. I don't know for sure. I haven't been there. But what I hear is, like everywhere in Europe and everywhere, they use cursive to write instead of print. Oh, alright, that's what you're right. In cursive, write cursive rather than print. Cursive rather than print. Okay? So I'll just keep slowly doing a little chitter-chatter and let you take a chance, think it out, write it down. From what I hear, in the rest of, most of Europe, most of the world, they use cursive rather than print to write with. So, I used to write print all the time. Now I do my best to write cursive because that's what the rest of the world does, and I kind of idolize Europe a little bit. They're like the center of culture. So, yeah. Alright, you have it written down? Just give me a second, and I will write down... Oops, wrong one. I totally understand if the rather than gives you a hard time, but that should have just helped you out, what I just did. Okay? Cursive rather than print. Okay? Now, alright, I'll show you what I have. Cursive rather than print. Now if you wrote T with the little other sign after it, you were writing cursive rather than print. I understand. It's a little difficult sometimes to discern, but it's rather than, so you use a D. After this one here, you could have put an E in there, rather than, and that would have been perfect. It's all about how you say it. It's phonetic. So if you say tomato, you here write tomato and then write tomato for me. Hurry up, faster, faster. You write tomato and tomato. All right, tomato, tomato. Okay, see the difference? First one's tomato, second one's tomato. Personally, I say tomato. You can say it however you want, I don't care. But you see how there's a difference. Okay? That's what it was with rather. If you say rather, then you put ER. If you say rather, you just write R after the Z. It's however you say it, however you want to say it. That's how you write it. Let's see. I'll write something else and have you translate it again, so you get used to kind of seeing it some. Let's see. Ooh, this is a good one. You'll like this. You're just gonna say you wish you had it otherwise. Oh, one second. Ah! Okay. Looks like it says Gapk. Alright. Have you translated it? What do you think it says? Okay. It says dark chocolate. Dark chocolate is so good. Anyway. Alright, I should probably mention, just real quick, following the letter O in cursive, O, that's a little exaggerated, the letters M and L, ones with hooks on the bottom front, hook, I think there's another letter, but I can't remember, maybe not. Oh, it's a letter we don't use. Alright, these letters never connect because O is way up here, they have to have a hook down here, it just doesn't work. That's why, you know, chocolate, see, that's why it does that rather than going, I have to turn my board over so I have space. No, I don't have space. One second. I'm sorry. I feel bad about this. Versus, okay, see, the first one's how it should be, the second one is how it should not be. That actually would probably more likely be interpreted as Chocogate. Chocogate. So, maybe if you have a gate made of chocolate, you would call it Chocogate. But otherwise, probably not. No. So, okay, just so you know, you recognize that. Sometimes letters don't connect, like this, and when they do, you just make sure they're a lot closer together than a space is. So you saw, let's see, I'll write dark chocolate again, so you can see. Alright, You see how the space is way bigger than the unconnected letters? Non-connected letters? Non-connected letters. We'll go with that. See? That's how you know it's still one word, not two. Okay. So I think that's about it. I think you've seen them, you've written them. You should, with practice outside of these lessons, just write it down. Whenever you hear something, you think, oh, I'll see if I can't write that down in Cryllic. Ta-da! That's it. That's all. That easy. Okay? Alright. I'm going to end the lessons now. I don't think there'll be any more. Alright. I guess for Cryllic Lessons, it's ta-ta forever. Ta-ta.